from my coach, Hey Diogo, and they call that the hay sweep at our school because he gets everyone with that. That's a great sweep that you can use. Like I said, even if the guy tries to keep his base, this is one of the ones that you can really use to try to force the person if you need to. It's more efficient and easier to get if he's in motion, but sometimes you can really kind of, generate enough force to sweep him over. But an even easier way of catching this one is if the person commits to trying to open your guard on the ground. So I'm going to make a little adjustment if he does that. I'm going to control the sleeve just like I did behind the elbow, okay? And when he puts the knee in there, see, I'll normally be able to tell that that's the kind of guard break he wants to use just by the position of his hands. So usually when people start to set up, they start to do these kinds of things. They stagger their hands and they start to, you see them starting to get this knee ready to put into my tailbone. So when I see that's about to happen, I forget about this right here. I don't even want him to think about it, and I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to keep my hand in this area so that as that knee comes in, my hand is there to catch on to the material, okay? So I'm taking my hand here, and as soon as the knee comes in, I'm catching it. It's like the knee's coming this way and my hand goes and grabs it. Okay, so let me just show you real quick the grip. I'm just grabbing right here on the material. Okay, let's go back. So we're here, I've got the elbow. My hand is in the vicinity, but I'm not threatening him with anything. I don't want him to feel cautious. My hips are on the ground so that he feels like he can put the knee into the tailbone. And now as soon as he brings that in, my hand is there to catch onto it. So now that I'm holding onto it, he can no longer base out with this knee. So if I start to move him, he can't suddenly lift that leg up, okay? Now, my foot's gonna go to the hip just like before, tight. I keep his arm from posting, but now look what happened over here. Because he was in the process of opening my guard on the ground, his elbow is against his ribs. I can no longer bring my heel up behind his arm like I'm going for an arm lock, okay? But because I have such good control on this side, I have his arm blocked and I have his leg blocked. All I need is to drive my knee inside. So this right knee that's on the outside is just gonna turn inside like this. And then I drive myself to the top. You'll be surprised how easily the person goes over from this position. So we're here, my hips are on the ground. I'm inviting him to try to open my guard on the ground. My hand is here to catch. You see it already has it. My foot goes to the hip. My knee just drives inside. Easy to take him over. Then I go to the top. That's right.